Picture this. You're a videographer, offered a dream gig to film someone's life story, only to realize it's a trap set by a deranged serial killer. That's the bone-chilling hook that draws viewers into the world of The Creep Tapes Season 2. And trust me, it's got everyone talking, as the trailer drops just weeks before its premiere. But here's where it gets controversial. Does this series glorify the horrors it depicts? Or is it a clever commentary on the dangers of naivety in the digital age? Stick around, because this is the part most people miss. How a simple found footage style turns everyday paranoia into something truly unsettling. And with Shudder's track record, this might just become your new obsession. Horror movie news posted just moments ago. Back in 2014, filmmaker Patrick Brice joined forces with actor Mark Duplass and the powerhouse Blumhouse Productions to deliver a found footage horror film called Creep. This style, where the story feels like it's shot on handheld cameras by the characters themselves, creates a raw, immersive fear that's perfect for beginners dipping into horror. Think of it as watching a real-life video gone horribly wrong. Building tension without fancy effects. The movie was a hit, paving the way for Creep 2 in 2017, which upped the ante with more twists and psychological dread. Even before the sequel hit theaters, Brice teased a trilogy, but plans shifted dramatically. Instead of another feature film, they pivoted to a TV series titled TheCreepTapes, wrapping up the story in 6 gripping episodes that debuted on To give you context, found footage horror often plays on our modern fears of recording devices and social media, making it relatable and spine-tingling. It's like if your innocent TikTok video suddenly turned into a nightmare. The first season shattered records, becoming Shudder's most watched show on AMC+, with explosive subscriber growth and buzz on social media. That's no small feat in a genre packed with competition. Now Brice, Duplass and Shudder are aiming for lightning to strike twice with Season 2, set to launch on November 14th. The trailer, which you can check out embedded above, reveals a fresh wave of terror, and it's already sparking debates. Is this series pushing boundaries too far by humanizing a killer? Or is it a smart exploration of manipulation in today's connected world? Either way, it's hard to look away. Crafted by Brice and Duplass, Season 1 delved deep into the psyche of a reclusive serial killer who tricks unsuspecting videographers with promises of paid work to capture his bizarre existence. As the footage unfolds, his creepy antics escalate, revealing deadly motives that leave viewers questioning every seemingly harmless opportunity. For horror newcomers, this is a masterclass in building suspense. Think Blair Witch Project meets The Silence of the Lambs, but with a found footage twist that feels eerily plausible. Season 2 dives back into a trove of hidden videotapes from this same infamous murderer, the epitome of social awkwardness and lethal intent. Once again, as the cameras roll, his strange behaviors hint at sinister plans, forcing victims to confront their fatal errors. This new set of 6 episodes features Duplass alongside a stellar guest cast, including David Dastmalchian, known for his chilling role in Late Night with the Devil, Robert Longstreet, from the eerie The Haunting of Hill House, Katie Aselton, a standout in Black Rock, Diego Joseph, whose performance in There's Someone Inside Your House will resonate with fans of suspense, Deshaun Terry, familiar from The Morning Show, Alec Buick from Lost Boys, Linus Phillips, Spree's intense vibe, Taylor Garron, Abbott Elementary's comedic yet versatile talent, Tim Sharp, M3 GAN 2.0's robotic terror, Jodie Lambert, Banana Split's quirky horror, and Jeff Mann reprising his role from Creep 2. These actors bring depth to characters who unwittingly step into peril, making each story feel personal and pulse-pounding. Here's the lineup for the episodes. Sponsored content, episode 201. Joseph, November 14th. A wannabe killer named Joseph, played by David Dastmalchian, encounters someone who outsmarts his twisted game. This episode flips the script on typical slasher dynamics, raising questions about who the real monster is. Controversial, right? It challenges viewers to root for the anti-hero in a morally grey zone. Episode 202, Wes, November 21st. Diego Joseph lands a gig filming a TV pilot for a home renovation show led by an eccentric host. But here's the twist most people overlook. It highlights how everyday jobs can mask hidden dangers, a subtle nod to real-world scams that lure people in. Episode 203, Mark, November 28. Mark, Robert Longstreet, awakens shackled to a stranger in a rundown room, compelled to crack a sequence of mind-bending puzzles. For beginners, this is like an escape room nightmare, emphasizing psychological horror over gore. Do you think survival games like this desensitize us to real fear? Episode 204, Ava, December 5th. Ava, Taylor Garron, aims to produce a scandalous documentary, but her unsettling interviewee derails everything. It cleverly critiques the ethics of journalism, prompting debate. Is chasing sensational stories worth the risk? Episode 205, Nick, December 12th. During a crisis therapy session on Christmas Eve, Nick, Tim Sharp, faces his counselor's bizarre actions. And this is where it gets really thought-provoking. Does it normalize seeking help or portray therapists as untrustworthy? Episode 206, Angela, December 19th. A reunion with a distant relative, Katie Aselton, spirals into chaos. This finale ties back to family secrets, exploring how personal connections can be the scariest traps of all. The TheCreepTapes is brought to life by Duplass Brothers Productions and Shudder, with executive producers including Duplass and Brice, who also pen the scripts, alongside Brice directing every episode. Additional executive producers are Mel Eslin, Jay Duplass, and Chris Donlan, while Shuli Harrell serves as co-executive producer. This team ensures a consistent, eerie vibe that keeps fans hooked. So, what are your thoughts on the trailer for The TheCreepTapes Season 2? Are you tuning in for this fresh set of episodes? Or does the killer's unsettling charm rub you the wrong way? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Do you see this as harmless fun? Or a cautionary tale about modern vulnerabilities? And for existing fans, rejoice. Shudder has greenlit Season 3, promising more chills ahead. About the author, horror news editor. Favourite movies? The entire Friday the 13th saga, Kevin Smith's witty flicks, George A. Romero's classics like the original Dead trilogy, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1-2, Flesh Eater, Intruder, Let the Right One In, Return of the Living Dead, The Evil Dead, Jaws, Tremors, From Dusk Till Dawn, Phantasm, Halloween, The Hills Have Eyes. The Back to the Future series, Dazed and Confused, the James Bond adventures, Mission Impossible, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the list keeps growing. Likes, cinema, horror flicks, 80s slashers, podcasts, animals, travel, Brazil, the nation, Cinema Wasteland Convention, classic rock, Led Zeppelin, Kevin Smith, George A. Romero, Quentin Tarantino, the Coen brothers, Richard Linklater, Paul Thomas Anderson, Stephen King, Elmore Leonard, James Bond, Tom Cruise, Marvel Comics, the golden era of grindhouse and drive-ins.